You do not grow your hair to love it. You love your hair to grow it. Hi guys, welcome to BMC. So yesterday I met with a client. I had a consultation with her and I was supposed to get some of her hair samples for testing. However, she said something that I get to hear from a lot of you, and I feel this is an opportunity for me to just get it corrected here once and for all, because I get this from like 9 in 10 of my clients, and the simple statement is my hair doesn't grow. They just have concluded within themselves that their hair doesn't grow. And I don't know if you are also one of those people, but I want to make it clear to you now that your hair grows. As long as you're not having any scalp issue, you're not having any internal hair that stops your hair from growing, then your hair grows just fine, it grows beautifully, and it grows amazingly. On an average, guys, our hair grows half an inch per month. You see, your hair grows. And if you don't believe me, it's fine. But then I have a challenge for you. So what you're going to do, if it's something that you can do, if it's something allowed in your profession or your place of work, is to simply dye your hair. You dye your hair a different color from your natural hair color. So if your natural hair color is brown to dark black, you can dye your hair golden, for instance, or wine, or something that will just allow you differentiate the color. So what is going to happen is that after a week or two of dyeing your hair to the root, of course, after a week or two, you notice you start seeing your hair color is coming out from your roots, right? That is not the dye being washed away. That is new growth. So your hair is growing again out of your scalp, and those hair that are growing are going to retain your natural hair color. So with that, you can measure your hair. You can see that, oh, my hair is growing. And for those of you on relaxed hair, you should know your hair grows, because those new growth you're experiencing, they are from your scalp, and they're being generated from your scalp. So this means your scalp is healthy and your hair is growing just fine. Many of you will be thinking, how can you say my hair is growing, but I've been in a particular length for over 5 years now, over 6 years, or however it may be. The issue is not whether or not your hair is growing, but how you are maintaining that hair to retain the length that your hair is growing. When you meet your hair care specialist or when you go to get products, your question or what you should be looking for is not how to make your hair grow, but how to retain the length that you are growing, because your hair is growing, but what you need is how to retain the length so it's not breaking off, and you'll be able to see your hair length increasing over time. So the question now is, how can I retain my hair length? Most times it is very easy to retain our length, or basically most of the reason why we don't get to retain our length is because we are not caring for our hair the right way we should, or we are not using the right products. Although it is very important to get the right products to use, you must also understand that the way you use the product matters a lot. When you see most persons with long hair, I can assure you that one thing is common with them: consistency. Yes, guys, consistency. You must be consistent. It doesn't matter the product you've gotten, it doesn't matter how much you've gotten the product, but if you're not consistently using it and using it the way you ought to, you are not going to get the results that you're desiring. So once you can get the right products, of course, if you're interested in any of our products, you can just contact me. My WhatsApp line and our social media handles is going to be appearing on your screen. So you can contact me for your product. We could fix a section. I get to know your hair history, and if you want to run a hair test, but then just basically understanding your hair and getting the right product for your hair. After getting the right product for your hair, you need to know how and when to use the products. Right? If you're someone whose hair loses moisture easily, you would have to learn to moisturize your hair as often as possible. So before your hair dries out, you need to replace the moisture. Before it dries out, you replace the moisture. This way your hair doesn't get to dry out, and of course you should know that drying leads to breakages. If you're someone that your scalp gets clogged easily, products tend to build up easily on your hair, you should know to use lighter products on your scalp, and you might have to wash your hair more frequently than other people do. Personally, I recommend washing your hair more frequently because this would help you to clear out your scalp so your hair can grow in its most healthy state. Another thing you should know is there are those that have really thin strand, or you call them fine strand, either fine or thin strand. If you're someone with really thin strand, products that will do well for you are protein products, protein treatments that would help just create an external sheet, external support around your hair that would prevent breakages. So guys, depending on your hair type, depending on your hair structure, right, you should get products that would work well for your hair. So it is very important that you get to know your hair type, get to know what your hair needs, and then fulfill those needs so you will be able to retain length accordingly. So one last thing I must point out before ending this video is that you do not grow your hair to love it. You love your hair to grow it. You don't wait for your hair is like that person's hair, or is like this person's hair, or it's long enough to this length before you begin to love it. You love it and then you nurture it to the health and length that you desire, and BMC is here to walk you along the way. So guys, I really intend making this video short. I do hope it was informative enough. I'm going to be releasing subsequent videos on how you can know your hair type and how you can know the right products for you, and when and how to use those products, because I said getting the products is important, and when and how to use the products for your hair type is also very important. So stay tuned, stay alert, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and of course please like the video. Just give this video a sweet thumbs up. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.